Right, can I just also apologise? I've got a bit of a summer cold, so I might sniff and sneeze a few times. I've got Vic Rub on. I mean, it's
Bloody hell.
I know it's summer solstice tomorrow, and I feel like I'm about to go for a winter cold run. So
COVID. Summer COVID, isn't it?
COVID.
Yeah, we're back in lockdown. See, this was all out.
Oh, jeez. All right, are you ready? Welcome to the Waffle Cafe podcast, your regular plate of healthy, topical fun, debate and banter from myself, Ben,
Dave,
and this week we have a special guest.
Hi.
Do we have a name?
Yeah, your name's not Hi, is it? So, well, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you to us?
This is quite intense. My name is Mark, apparently aka Panda. That's what we've been going on about in your podcast. Ripe old age of 38, enjoying myself at the moment. You know, known you guys since when? College?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
A long time, isn't it? And
I think you've actually given away our ages because we always just say we're old and we've never said our ages before. So you've given the game away.
I was ridiculous. That 40 Island's coming so thick and fast. It's ridiculous.
Are you 38?
This year I am, yeah.
Yeah, but you're not 38 then. Are you 38?
Yeah, but close though. It's close enough. Once the
That's
summer's
not.
over, that's
It's
it.
still another under half a year. Come on, mate.
I'm still
We're within touching distance.
I'm very happy. Yeah, it's nice to be asked to be invited on this. This is very alien to me, so I do apologise if I feel a bit like I don't know what I'm doing. So I never, as you know, I don't really get involved on internet stuff. So
All you got to do is talk.
or technology kind of thing. So yeah, so after
you
you're raving about me and my Bluetooth and all the rest of it.
You just got to talk to us. Just talk to us. Tell us your thoughts on the topics. You can't go wrong.
So can I rabble on then? Obviously, it's called the Waffle Club, so I can just rabble on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben does that every week.
Well, and also Dave's editing this week, so if you really want to extend this,
Get a 3 hour long episode, just keep it going.
that's going to be released in like 3 or 4 parts. So, no, I'm quite looking forward to your recommendation because you're quite a quirky character, aren't you, Pan? You like the outside the box stuff, don't you? So I'm quite interested to see what you've got for us.
I'll try and do that a little bit.
No pressure.
It's gonna be plain and vanilla now, isn't it? Now you said that.
And yeah, you'd be like, that's a massive letdown, Panda.
Oh. All right, okay, let's do this.
First topic up, guys, is good vibes of the week, where we try and spread a good news story, something positive that's happened in our life, just to set your week off in the right way. I think it is only going to be fair to let the guests go first. So, Panda, what have you got for us?
Well, I've got a great one. But first of all, I found, when you said about good vibes, I found that garage tune on YouTube.
Yes.
I thought it was brilliant.
Yes.
I thought it was great. I was in the car going to the gym going, this is it. Made my day kind of thing.
It's Good Rhymes It by The Click,
yeah,
isn't
Good
it?
Rhymes.
Yes.
They kept on going. I found some old school garage tunes on there. MC Viper came on. I was like, right, that's it. Me done.
Oh.
Right, anyway, sorry. This is going to be a short one for me. So I didn't see, I've been a bit of a hermit recently. I've been working quite a bit and I've been like, I haven't seen the news or anything, but I went on BBC website a couple of days ago and I saw the title, grabbed me, it said Man versus Horse.
I think I've read this. Yeah, go on, carry on. Yeah,
It was amazing. Apparently, it was a trial. It was a run. It was like a run through the woods, or I didn't really too much into it. I just saw the Man versus Horse, and apparently there were like there's a horse between humans and horses, and they just got to run through his field for like two and a bit hours. And there was a guy who came from Tenerife, he was up for 29 hours, and he was the third man to beat a horse ever. And I thought, if he can do it, anyone can really. So I thought, that's amazing. I thought, yeah, beat a horse.
I think you underestimate the achievement there, because it wasn't just a field. I remember reading that, and it was like over like hills and really rough terrain.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get around it that the horses and the humans shared the same track. So
Yeah.
like you had horses trying to overtake the runners. I just thought like someone's gonna get kicked in the head, surely.
Well, you can run. You can, like horses are massive, aren't they? I remember going to horse racing this weekend. Huge. So, well, brave on them. And I thought it's not really a tough mudder, is it? Really? So I thought, there you go.
I'm laughing over here because when you said the title, it just sounds like a porno.
Oh,
It just sounds like a really bad porno.
and there
Maybe
goes
a good
the
one.
vibes. Oh dear.
That is different. Ben, you got your wish of quirky, didn't you?
I'm trying to work out where the good vibe is.
Is it a good vibe? Well, the good vibe is like,
You beat a horse.
You beat a horse.
Okay.
I think that's amazing. What a wonderful feat of achievement.
Is it though? Like if it's like if you're going horse racing and like the horse beats a runner over a flat ground, that's pretty standard, isn't it? A horse is going to do that. But if a horse is going to, and a horse is not known for climbing, it's not like a goat. Not great climbers. So is it much of an achievement?
Yeah, because if you not watch cowboy films, they go up rocks and all sorts.
Those are film sets.
There might be. There's a lot of horses around your way. Maybe just give it a race and see what happens.
There are some wild horses actually in the moor that someone dumped, and they just roam around. But they wouldn't start climbing the summits.
Well, they fly tipped them or something, or
yes, I think the story is that someone literally, yeah.
They get fined for that. Tell the council about that.
Well, it's easy. They don't know. They've been there for a few years. It's something quite recent, and someone literally just let them loose in there. But they're in there now, and you have to. And they've been left in there. So, but you always see them at the bottom of like the valleys. You never see them up the top, like with a flag in the on the summit. Go, you know what I mean? Take a little selfie. So
give them a race. There you go.
Yeah.
Challenge them. Lay it down.
Yeah. So, but no, yeah. No, I came across that story. It's it was a good, interesting, weird race, wasn't it? To cover.
Yeah, enjoyed that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kind of, Dave, what you got?
Right, yeah. So mine's quite a short one because I think I saw this and thought it was very good, but I couldn't. I saw it on the news briefly. I caught the end of it, and then I did have a look online, but I couldn't find the details of who was doing it. Annoyingly, what it is, it's kids getting free sun cream to battle skin cancer later on in life. So it's sort of
That's good.
Protects them now and then gives them the forethought now that they always going on in further down in life that they need to protect themselves from the sun because obviously it can be harmful without the proper protection. And I just thought, again, it's run by a charity, and as we've done in like other good vibes previously, it's such a simple thing that the charity is doing. They're obviously raising money, buying sun cream, and then passing it to schools to hand out to children while at school to wear it, because I don't know, I'm quite bad of putting suntan cream. I think you've both seen me red and burnt before in the past. So
yeah, you look sore, mate. When it
yeah.
Do you think they'll branch out a little bit? They go, right, we've done the kids. Let's move on to the people who really need it, like the very can't.
What, the Irish?
The very ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, yeah, I wish I had that. I burn I burn really badly, even in the shade. So
yeah, I thought it was a good idea because I think there was one that some guy did with soap or hand sanitizer as well. I think he was installing stuff like that. So I mean, this is again, it's one of these simple things, and yeah, very good to protect.
It's one of those things where it should be as common as because they're just didn't the government are starting to fund like sanitary products for like teenage girls and stuff?
Yeah.
And obviously that's like a natural thing that women go through. And you think that sun cream obviously having a health risk with skin cancer and other issues and stuff like that, and just protect your skin. Surely that there should be more access for especially schools. Because obviously, children just come in. It all depends on the parents, isn't it? It all depends on if they obviously get slapped up with it. So, did you know what the charity was called, Dave, or did you come across it?
No, I did look. I looked long and hard for it. I found charities out there that do. There was one that did about sun protection, and they managed to get sun protection added to parts of the curriculum in places. So kids would get taught about it, but they weren't the ones that was doing the sun cream, unfortunately. But as I said, I only caught it, the very end of the news. So unfortunately, I didn't get all the details. But
well, good for them though. Good for them. My one is kind of linked to my gripe of the week, which is quite a nice sort of transition through. And you kind of roughly know about it, Dave. So I won't name like the charity and stuff, but I saw it on Twitter as a thread, and this person's dog had died. Very sad. And so she got in touch with, so she had leftover dog food. She got in touch with the brand, and the brand said, don't worry about it. Look, we're going to send you a full refund, donate the dog food to a shelter, and they also sent her flowers for her to obviously cheer up for her dog died. I thought that was lovely. I thought it was such a lovely thing. But something has really griped me on that. So I think it's a good point to end that topic. And I will see you after the music. So, gripe of the week time, and if you just listen to our good vibes of the week, you will know that I have a bit of rage steaming after this, and it's our time to get whatever's on our chest out in the open. So, this woman who received a refund, donated the dog food, got some flowers, I thought was such a lovely tweet. And then I clicked into the thread and thought, okay. And then people do this all the time, and it kind of annoys me, especially with things like this. So she realized her tweet went viral. She got like 7,000 likes on this tweet. And I thought, okay, that's lovely. And then she goes, oh, while you're here, I'd like to promote my small business. I was like, surely like read the room, or for me, it just kind of, it took away that lovely good deed that the business has done and gone, do you know what? I'm going to use it for my own sort of thing now. And I just kind of thought, do these people pre-plan their tweets going viral and go, do you know what? Once it's going viral, I'm just going to push my little business out there. Which on one hand, I think, okay, you're taking the opportunity for exposure. But on the other hand, it's like, oh, while you're here, click on this, buy my little photograph. I'm just like, for me, it just shouts vanity, and it just shouts like, why can't you just leave that thread it is, and then to put your own little tweet? You've probably got a lot of followers now. Just tweet something else. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it annoys me when I see a thread like that. Really does.
I don't even know what a thread is. So
oh dear.
There's two things that stand out to me. So there's from what you said. There's one. I don't think people can plan what will go viral, because there's people out there, millions of people that want to go viral to earn money off social media. So I think
they do, mate. I think there's some people that put all the eggs in their basket, and they do.
Is 7,000 quite a big number? Like
7,000 likes.
I thought viral's like tens of thousands. Or do you need loads? Or if I post something and I get like 2,000 hits, would that go viral?
It'll get momentum. I mean, it'll get enough exposure and impressions in people's algorithms and timeline that you will pop up on a lot of people. And even if they don't click on your tweet, you'll be through their timeline. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you go through Twitter, you won't see people's tweets anymore. It'll be a mixture of tweets and tweets that people have been liked. So Twitter's algorithm is not like a continuous dateline of tweets. It's just a random massive mix now. And then so people, I slightly disagree. I think there are people out there who hope things go viral and are waiting to go, right, boom, I'm going to put my business, I'm going to plug something. And I understand why they do it. I just thought with that tweet, giving a shout out to that dog brand, I just kind of thought it was a bit tasteless. I was kind of thought, surely it's a nice thing, leave it like that, and then tweet something else. I know. For me, it pissed me off. All right, okay. All right.
Now, on social media, people hope will go viral. I don't think they can plan for it though. That was my point. But
I just think she's ready to go. I think she's just ready to go.
Yeah. The second thing is though, because obviously we don't normally know each other's topics or what we're going to say, but you just happened to send me those two screenshots.
Yeah.
Last week, if that you saw that, what I missed was what I thought had happened when you said I didn't read it properly. What I thought had happened is the woman's dog had died. The company had done the nice thing. and someone else had seen it had gone viral, and someone else was putting "go to my business." I didn't realise it was.
That would be nicer, wouldn't it?
Well, no, yeah, because then nicer, but then that person's the wrong person for jumping on the bandwagon of a dog dying and a good deed. But I didn't realise it was her doing the same. Then go and look at my business.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Say about a dog.
No, that's what I mean, and that's what I kind of think. It takes away the feeling of, oh, it's very sad about a dog, but go buy my picture of my tree I took this week. And yeah, just like for me, it just felt a bit tasteless. So anyway, I'm done. We could be here for. I'm sorry.
She grabbed opportunity when she needed it.
Yeah, and I don't like her for it, so I blocked her.
What is it? Cost of living's going up. She needs to feed her family.
Yeah, she's got to pay those electric bills.
Yeah.
By the way, we don't name and shame. So yeah, so I because I don't know if it's fair because it's just our opinion on it. I mean, other people might go, oh, that's lovely. I'll go and cheer up by buying a picture of some weed in a garden or something, So, but yeah, go on then, Dave. What's on your chest this week?
Right, we just said about not naming and shaming. I am though.
Oh yeah, okay.
I am going to name and shame because it's not bad. It is. Right. They probably won't. They won't. Obviously, we're quite a small podcast, so they probably won't listen. It might get traction. I'm going to tweet them anyway. I haven't had a chance to tweet it, but on the last podcast, I said I was going to go and watch the new Jurassic Park film. That's not my footage of the week because I don't want to talk about it. It wasn't that good, so we'll move on from that. But anyway, I went to watch it at Everyman Cinema. So I'd never been to one.
It's a bit dear, isn't it?
Huh? We've got one. It's very close, and it's a bit of an experience. We're going for Hannah's birthday, so
is that the place with the sofas?
Nice.
Yeah, the sofas.
It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't want to plug them, but yeah, it's amazing. There, you can get drinks and pizzas delivered to you.
Yeah, while you're watching and all sorts. Amazing, but there is a but. So yeah, we've never been before, but so I'm a celiac, so I can't eat gluten. So I need to obviously. Most places now have a menu that says it just labels what's gluten free or what's not, or you say I need a gluten free menu and they'll bring you a special menu. Not Everyman Cinema. What they did was they gave me 4 sheets of paper from the chef, and it was a matrix. So everything it had like a name of the name of the food, or it could just be like chips. And then all the different allergies along the top. And then you had to go down the wheat column. And then it said yes or no or may contain. My point is, why as the customer should I have to go through a bloody matrix? If you've got what is in the food and you know that thing is gluten-free, label it on the menu. Just put a GF on the effing menu. Why am I sitting there going through a matrix going, can I have this? Can I have that? It's poor. And I'm going to tweet. I took a picture of the matrix I had to read and a picture of their menu. Funnily enough, I know this isn't anything against you, Ben, because I know you are vegan.
No, I eat vegan stuff and I try to go vegetarian as well. I'm not fully vegan.
Right. Well, anyway, okay. My point is vegan is everywhere, and I don't think most people like yourself have vegan food because whatever they just want to, it's a good thing or whatever. Mine's a disease. I'm not going to die from eating wheat, but I'm going to be in severe pain and rolling around. If a vegan accidentally eats meat, nothing's going to happen to them. So why is everywhere got their menu had vegan this, vegan that, but not anything that potentially someone that's a celiac with a disease? So
did you ask the staff at the time, or did you raise it at all? Or?
No, they don't care, do they? They're just it's not their fault. It's the company that runs it and who does the menus and that kind of stuff. I'm not going to start laying into some 17-year-old that's bringing over the food.
Why not?
Taking my order.
Well, you should have gone. You know what? Stuff is. I'm going to have your food. I'm going to be sick everywhere, and then you can deal with that later on.
I'm not sick though. That's the unfortunate thing, Panda. I'm on the floor rolling around in complete agony. So
did you take a picture knowing you're going to tweet them and hopefully it goes viral, and then afterwards you're going to go, oh, while you're here, have a look at my podcast.
Or my clothing brand.
Yeah,
one
or
or the other.
Yeah, everything. All the businesses that I've set up over the years. Have a look and see which ones you fancy.
Yeah, would you hate Dave who did that?
Yeah.
Would you rage about Dave who did that?
Yeah, he'll be my gripe of the week next time. Like, you know what I mean? So, but do you know what though, Dave? It's like people who have conditions like gluten-free, and it's the same with people who've got disabilities and stuff. The whole wider world doesn't understand until they've really been personally affected by it. Do you know what I mean? Like you probably didn't. I mean, I know obviously it's that sort of the gluten-free was sort of in your family's line, wasn't it?
Yeah, my dad had it runs in the family.
Yeah.
But my point, I see what you mean. Like, unless someone gets affected by it, then why should they care?
Or you don't understand the restrictions. You don't really fully understand the situations you find yourselves in, do you? Yeah.
If you sell food, you should.
Yeah.
If you sell food, that type of stuff, allergies, that kind of stuff, because there's not allergies, people can die.
Yeah.
So why? I mean, my point is, why label something vegan just because it's popular and fancy or whatever? Why is gluten-free? If they didn't know if it was gluten-free, then don't label it. Don't have the matrix. They've got the information.
Yeah.
They have the information. Just write it on the menu. Why am I going through that? That's my point.
I just remember, Dave. I remember when Dave. I felt for you, Dave. I think we were on a holiday. When we were on a stag or something in Weymouth, and then we're in a bar, and it's like, yeah, can I have a burger, please? Is it gluten-free buns? No. Can I have a hot dog? Is it gluten-free buns? No. It got to the point. It was like Dave, what are you gonna have? It's like, just have some chips or something. And then the whole weekend, he's like, oh man, I felt awful.
Because we went back to that same pub about 3 times.
Yeah.
So that 3 times I had just a bowl of chips.
You should have went to the shop, bought your gluten-free buns, and gone. I'll just make my own as you grill my burger.
Yeah, it's bloody annoying. It's bloody annoying. But yeah, every man cinema, please do better.
And give Dave free tickets and
Retweet.
a free meal with a new menu as compensation.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Right. So, Panda, me and Ben have been riled up on R2. Are you riled up as much on yours or less?
Well, it doesn't affect me directly, but it does. It's bloody hay fever. It's bloody hay fever. And I don't get it. I don't get hay fever. But my wife does. Oh, and she's like in a mess. My gripe is, I'm falling asleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's great. I'm drifting off, and then I wake up to sneezing, blowing up the nose, whinging. So I'm like, well, I'm up now, so I'm whinging. Bloody hay fever. Can't walk around the woods. Can't do that. So for me, I bloody hate it.
I've got a point there already. You said it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to sleep. Do you go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Oh no, I was in bed by 10 o'clock or whatever, so I'm asleep. So yeah, I'm not one of those like who, yeah, so
okay.
No, I can't function if I was going to bed at 1 o'clock. Yeah,
okay,
so.
I was going to say that's really late. Yeah, no, I know your pain. Hannah's got hay fever as well, and it seems
it needs to go away, doesn't it? It just needs to do one. Yeah. It's the worst thing ever. I think it's annoying. Not for me personally, but a little bit me personally. Yeah.
Ruins your sleep. Selfishly ruins your sleep.
So you can't go for walks in the woods.
Well, so when we used to live in Teddington, by the Bushy Park, it was ridiculous. So we used to I don't know what it was. It must have, like the film. What's that film with
Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, who's the bloke from Face Off? Nicolas Cage. Not Nicolas Cage.
John Travolta.
No, it's like The Knowing. Where...
No, you're talking about Mark Wahlberg, the M. Night Shyamalan film, where the trees released a poison and made everyone kill themselves.
Yeah. So, but apart from killing each other, it just felt like we walked through Bushy Park. The trees start moving, and it was like, her face blew up and everything. I was like, okay, right, we can't walk around here. Let's get out of here. Let's get back inside. From the safety, close the windows, close the vents.
Do you watch it on the news? Because whenever I see it comes up like VH for very high, pollen count, shout out, it's VH tomorrow.
Stay inside. Don't go out. It's everywhere. You can't see it, but it's everywhere.
It is everywhere. And I learned something on the news actually about hay fever the other day because they were doing a thing on it. Apparently, there's like 3 seasons, and the first season is trees.
Yeah.
Then it goes into grass, which makes it really bad. And then I think, what was the third? I can't remember what the third is, and then it goes down. But we're in like the peak because it's like grass cutting and all that kind of stuff. It's peak hay fever time because it's from the grass rather than the trees. I think the other one might have been flowers or something. But yeah, apparently grass is one of the worst for hay fever.
So yeah, it's annoying. This needs to go away.
Tuneage of the week time. This is where we dive through our Spotify playlists. We look through our CD cases. We just give you a tune or an album from back in the day, or it could be recent, so you can listen to what bit of summer vibes, maybe a bit of summer vibes mood this week. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes Dave has a bit more of a grimy collection.
Grimy.
He is. He's like a music mood ring. He goes grimy one week, and then he goes Love Island happy, and he goes grimy one week, Love Island happy. That's his range of music.
Is it like Friday night grime, Saturday party time?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. that should be his own playlist. So do you know what? Let's ask Dave what he's got for us this week. Come on then, Dave. What's going to be in our playlist?
There was a bit of hip hop as well. One week as well. Ooh. So yeah, this recommendation is thanks to Amit, aka DJ Spirit.
He had to give a shout out there, didn't he?
Got to give him the shout out. He tells me he listens every week, and I test him and he listens every week. So
that's good. Good.
Yeah, so Amit, hello mate, I know you're listening.
Why do you test him? Just believe him. Just go, Amit, cool, right? That's all right.
I might not actually. Do you know what? I might not even mention that he's got a shout out in this one, and then see if he mentions it to me. If he doesn't, then he hasn't listened. Up in thinking. Anyway, in one of the group chats, he put a track on, sent a track and said like track of the week or whatever, or the day, and I clicked on. I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot about this artist. So then I did a quick Alexa thing, and he's actually got a greatest hits. So my album is Moby's greatest hits. And does anyone remember Moby?
Yeah. We got Porcelain. He also did
Bring Sally Up challenge.
Yeah,
you've done that.
So, well, the tracks of note from because I know Ben likes to, when Ben does his albums, he always goes tracks of notes. So, Amit had sent Moby Go, Natural Blues, Porcelain, as you just said, and In This World. So I've been listening to that last few days, and yeah, it's just I completely forgot about Moby. He's a bit, I don't know. You forget. That's the thing. You forget about artists sometimes if you don't listen to them regularly or whatever. Well, they don't pop up on your playlist. So I mean, that's why we do this Tuneage of the Week topic, just to put these artists and these songs back in people's heads, or if they've never heard them, give them a go.
You've got to do that. So Dave, Moby. There was a challenge years ago I was doing. It was a song by Moby called Flower, and it was called the Bring Sally Up challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
So they say bring Sally up. So you put it's a press up challenge. So you go up, and they say bring Sally down. You go down.
I do remember that.
And I can never complete it. I can go up to like a minute and a half, and then that's it. I can't do it. But then you see these guys on YouTube, like these kung fu guys doing it. It's like insane.
So what you have to do for the whole duration,
whole song, and you just go up, down, and it's
and
good.
How long's the song?
3 and a bit minutes, something like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Is this a drinking game or a gym challenge?
Gym challenge.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
I'm past drinking challenges now.
Well, because you could have a pint with a straw. So when you go down, you take a slurp and then back up. Couldn't you? That would really be
bringing back to the uni days. Then
yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh dear. No, that's a good one. Porcelain. I love Porcelain. Yeah, it's really lovely beach chill out vibe song. Yeah, good one, Dave.
I thought you'd be impressed with that one, and you couldn't say anything bad about that one.
Right, Conan Pan, what have you got for us?
That's a bit of a side. Again, I haven't really listened to much music really. My Spotify, I was looking for my Spotify, and it's all like 2000s, late 90s music, and I thought I can't do anything. So I thought, what I'm listening to recently, I'm listening to a lot of audiobooks. Does that count? No.
Do you know what? we've never discussed does that count, but it's something you listen to, so yeah.
So I'm listening to Seth Rogen's yearbook at the moment. I've just completed it.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you've got those audiobooks or podcasts that just make you laugh out loud. And so I'm in the car,
like the Waffle Cafe podcast,
just like that, you know, exactly. So I'm in the car. This is that. Yeah, but you know what? It's brilliant. Love it.
What is it? Is it like a biopic podcast or something?
Yeah, it's an autobiography about his life, but they get special guests in, like had Sacha Baron Cohen on there. They had, that's the only person I remember. They got like special guests on there, and it talks about his life as he grew up, like in school, like from school all the way up to becoming. So he was a comedian. Apparently, like he hit the comedy roadshow when he was like 12 or 13 or something. And they put him on there, and he built his trade up, and he got his first sketch when he was like 15, 16. It's just incredible. And it talks about, and Superbad, I never knew like Evan and Seth and obviously not McLovin, but those guys, all those guys were named after like his childhood friends or people that, so like Superbad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was incredible. And it talks about his life and how he grew up and he became famous, but then, yeah, that early transition of doing Superbad and then other TV shows. Yeah, it's great.
I am McLovin.
Great film.
Did
Seth Rogen, did he write that? Did he co-write Superbad?
Yeah, him and another guy called Evan, apparently. So Evan,
okay.
So you know the two cops. So in Superbad, he was the cop, wasn't he? And the other cop, they're the two writers.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, check it out. Good. You know what? If you got 6 hours to burn. Only because I commute to work now still, so I haven't got the privilege like, you know, Dave, you know, having a home office, 30-second walk to the office.
It's tough, mate. It's tough. I've got to get my steps up.
Yeah, but it is. Your petrol price must be going through the roof.
Oh, hate filling up.
Or do you get to the point where you get to the petrol station and you go, how much? You must see increment going, you know, increments, because I must be getting used to the increments, but you must be going, this is ridiculous.
Well, I never drive. My car doesn't really go anywhere. And because our cars are parked like nose to end, if I need to go anywhere, I'll just jump in Panda's car. So
just sell it.
My car doesn't even move.
So Panda, back to that audio book, where can you find that?
Audible. So lockdown, love a bit of Audible. So you can get on Audible. iTunes, you can get iTunes app like iBookstore, wherever it is. So yeah, you can get it from there.
Can you get it on Spotify?
No. So it's not free. It's free if you get an audiobook account.
Right, okay.
Well, Spotify's not free, really, is it, really?
Yeah, it is.
Well, no, because you've got to listen to the ads and you can't skip on after a certain amount. It's really annoying, so you can't do that.
Are you telling me you're still on a free Spotify account, Panda?
No.
Right, okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore from last week. I wouldn't put that past you, so.
I'm looking for vouchers. Still looking for a half-price voucher. Still can't find that.
So, right, my tunage is from Blazing Squad, but it's not the song you think it is. It's not Crossroads. And I started playing some of their tracks actually on Spotify, and I was like, oh my god, like they from the track that I'm putting out there.
Absolute bangers.
This one was a bang, because I remember David would love this. I was watching like the old EZ gigs on like YouTube and stuff like that, and this track came up.
Boiler rooms.
Yeah, the boiler room sets. Yeah, and I was like, wow, it's wicked. I just went for a little phase, and this track came out, and I was like, yes, I'm putting it on. It's the first track they ever made. It's called Standard Flow.
Never heard of it.
It's really, really good. To be fair, like you think, because these boys, so I did a bit of research. They met at Higham Park School in Chingford, so that's where they're all from, like Essex boys. Is Chingford Essex? That's where it is.
Something like that.
So this is their demo track, right? And it only cost £200 to make. 200 quid. That's all it costs to make this track. It's absolutely banging. It's really good. Do you guys remember any of the members' names?
I just want to pause there a second and say, you've given me crap all these weeks, for my bad music choice, and you come out with Blazing Squad.
This is not a bad track, man. Do you know what? I'm going to play it for you because obviously we've got under licensing restrictions here. You know, we speak to our lawyers. We can't play tracks and edit clips and stuff like that. But this is a banging track. This is like EZ banging. This is not see you at the crossroads. It's not anything like that. And apparently, as I researched, apparently the media used to call them S Club Juniors or something like that. They used to take the mickey out of them because they're just like a poppy group that sort of went from garage. But this one's a proper garage tune. It's really good. So the members were Flavor, Platinum, Strider, Freak, Crazy, Tommy B, Melody, Spike E, and Reaper.
Who picked Freak?
Who?
Freak.
Freak, yeah.
Why? Like, what's your name? Freak.
He was like, I'm a freak.
Yeah.
I've seen him live.
And do you know what? Have you really? Oh, we have seen him live on Top of the Pops.
Saw him on Top of the Pops,
yes. All the girls were at the front, us at the back, and I remember us going, "This ain't great, is it?" It's not great. But do you know? I also the last bit because they had a little info bit on Spotify about them, and this is how long it has been since they kind of updated info. Because the last thing, apparently in 2006, there was a rumor of a reunion tour on their MySpace page.
Ooh,
but that was but that's into. But so like they completely disbanded. So you won't, they're doing their own thing. But seriously, when I put this track on our Spotify playlist, when I sent it to you guys, it's banging. It's wicked.
Is MySpace gone? Has that now disappeared?
I don't know, Dave.
Dead.
Is it really?
I don't know whether the pages are still there if you previously had them, but I don't think it's had any like updates or anything like that. I'll just give it a quick Google.
Are you really?
I'll tell a lie. It was like it's alive and kicking.
I'm logging in later to my one.
No way.
I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in and see if my because you could on MySpace you could used to do a little audio kind of feature and play your favorite track. Yeah, I used to love MySpace. MySpace was wicked. Yeah, little message board, but it used to always be public. There wasn't nothing about DMs. If you wanted to hook up, it was all out in public. So it's yeah, man. MySpace, yeah, Bebo, friends. We were saying this the other day actually about what platforms were available on, and also another one that's kind of died, but we were on it. Do you remember like Friends Reunited?
I never did that. I never did it.
Reunited with all your old schoolmates and stuff like that, but like seeing what people were up to, like proper real It was basically like the start of like Next Door Neighbor Digest and stuff like that. It's proper. Really,
I remember at college people were doing it, and I was like, I didn't get it. And I was like,
yeah, it's what Facebook probably started out like under Mark Zuckerberg, and obviously screwing it. So anyway, it's like going off top here. So anyway, there's our tunage of the week. It will be on our Spotify playlists. Check them out. Although I'm not too sure we can find yours, Panda, on there, but we'll try to plug it anyway for you, mate.
Okay, footage of the week time where we recommend something for you to watch on your box. I promise this week I have actually something that you can watch because my one from last week isn't available anywhere unless you want to go to Blockbuster and get the VHS copy of it. So anyway, Panda, what have you got for us?
Oh, it's amazing. I don't know why, I just stumbled upon it on Disney and it's brought me, I love my 90s hip hop. Don't know what, and it came up on Disney. It was the Wu-Tang Clan American Saga.
Ooh.
It was incredible. Because I know you boys like The Wire.
Yes,
it's like it's similar to The Wire. There's a bit of drug dealing going on. There's a bit of like rags to riches thing going on. Oh, it's wicked. It's it talks about how like RZA and like all the other kind of main characters of Wu-Tang Clan kind of get together in their kind of like in their block or like area in like Brooklyn. So good. Love it. Yeah.
Was it a
not
Brooklyn?
Staten Island. Loved it.
Film series?
Series is like 10 episodes, not too long either, 40 minutes an episode. Oh yeah, if you love a bit of like true like a true story crime thing with a bit of an extra spice of Wu-Tang Clan, love it. And I never knew there's so much like, not nerdy, but they love their like old school Chinese like kung fu films. So all their samples in their first album, I knew they were like old school, but I never. So they show what films they watched. So I've been YouTubing all their kind of like all these old school like kung fu films. Incredible, love it.
So is this a drama or is this like a docu series?
Oh, it's a drama. It's a drama. So yeah,
right, so it's all actors. It's not actually them.
No.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
is anyone starring it that we would know?
I don't know.
This is where we test out if you did the research or not, mate.
Did you know anyone? Did you recognise anyone?
No, I don't know. I just thought it was good. Didn't know. I didn't go much this depth and detail. I don't really go down the whole thing of like who the actor produced it, directed it, or anything like that.
It's just nice to link other things to it, mate. You know, so
well, I mean, honestly, it was a tough call though. It was either that or we never watched The Staircase. Have you watched The Staircase on Netflix?
No.
So it was apparently a lockdown thing, and there was like it's a bit dark. So like there was a guy phones 999 and said my wife's dead at the bottom of the staircase.
I did watch that.
And like
hang on, Panda. Right, you only allowed one recommendation, mate.
Sorry.
What's going to be?
Well, Wu-Tang Clan. That's it. Sorry.
Oh, shut up and move on then. No, go on, carry on.
Yeah, so like her injuries were like weren't enough for her to die falling down the stairs, but then also they weren't enough to be sustained by a beating by the husband. So there's like this whole thing of like, did he do it? Did he kill her? Did he not kill her? And they go through all the evidence. Yeah, and that's like a mockumentary. That's a mockumentary. That's really good. There's one that they dramatized it on Sky recently. That's another good one to watch.
No, I remember watching that, and like every episode is one of those ones going, nah, he did it, or then it's like, nah, he couldn't have. Yeah, no, he did. It's one of those ones where I think when I got to the end of that one, I was like, literally the only people that know exactly what happened are the two, the person that died and the one that was the husband.
I love the conspiracy. Have you heard about the conspiracy theories?
No.
Oh well, it's apparently an owl did it.
An owl?
What? I don't want to give away. I don't want to give away because it's really, really good. But apparently there's an owl. Someone thought that her injuries were caused by an owl.
What?
Oh my god!
I can't give away because it's so good. Yeah. So sorry. I'll give him two. I'm really sorry.
No, that's fine, mate. That's right. You're a guest. You won't be on again, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'll make most of it. I might as well just add more in. What else can I think of?
Do you want to go, Dave, or shall I?
I'll go.
Okay,
So I've been watching, have you seen The Outlaws on BBC iPlayer?
Love it.
No.
I love it.
It's very good. It's one of the creators is Stephen Merchant, who also stars in it. So very funny guy. It's 2 seasons. I've finished the first season a while ago because it only came out. The first season only came out in 2021. The second season's out now, which I haven't finished yet, but I wanted to throw it in already because it's that funny. And it's basically loosely, it's just about 7 strangers from different walks of life forced together to complete community service payback in Bristol together. And then obviously that has all 7 characters have their own little, in like the first season has their own little mini stories, and then it combines all of them into like one bigger story that they're now following through in season 2. But it's just very funny. It's very funny.
It's good, isn't it? I enjoyed that.
It's very fun. Have you completed season 2 then?
No, I haven't started watching it yet because I'm halfway watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry, it's my third one, so I've got to
here we go.
So then, so I love so then I'm watching that next.
But yeah, no, it's very good. So it's got like a few like I wouldn't like gripping. It's got like a good storyline to it, but it's one of those things. I think Stephen Merchant always managed to get some good like one-liners, comedy in there, and it's definitely a very easy watch. It's a very easy watch, and I definitely recommend it.
I'll be checking that out.
I don't really watch much off iPlayer, so you really have to. I'll give it some thought, David. I'm not really a fan of the stuff on iPlayer, but
are you a fan of Stephen Merchant? The Office,
it's that awkward humour in it.
You are awkward, mate. Surely they'll be right up your street.
Shirley.
Oh God. Oh God.
Secret joke. There you go. Well, my recommendation is The Boys on Amazon Prime. Have you guys watched it?
No, I think you told me to watch that before.
Oh my! It is the most
banging about this.
It is the most crudest thing you will watch in your life. It is. Do you guys know anything about it?
No. Tell us and the listeners, mate.
Right. So, The Boys is like a superhero series, but it's not like Avengers or Justice League or anything like that. So you've got these superheroes who have been made by this company called Vault. So these humans basically just been grown up from birth and made into superheroes. They've all got different powers and stuff, but they're all corrupt and they're all really bad. So they get away with a lot of controversy. Some things are just like wild, and it's an 18. Like don't let your little kids watch it, or anyone who's a bit younger than 18. So, but you've also got this band of misfits called the Boys, led by Carl Urban. Carl Urban, if you ever watch Star Trek, the new ones, he was in that, and he's been in a few other things. He's not like a big A-list actor, but he's a good actor though. Anyway, so him and the Boys, they call them the Soups. They go after the Soups to take them down, arrest them, kill them sometimes. But it's just the crudeness and the explicitness of the show is outrageous. All right, so I'm going to tell you a scene, and I'm going to try to keep the language a bit low because it's disgusting. So it's 3 seasons, right? First season's a bit slow. Second season picks it up, and third season is just mad. So there's this superhero who can get really miniature. So he shrinks himself to a really small, tiny size, like finger kind of size, even tiny, like minute. But he's gay, so he's at his party and he gets intimate with a man, and the man goes, "Oh, can you do this thing you usually do?" So this is really disgusting. So if you want to skip to the next topic, anyone who's listening, skip the next topic if you don't want to hear this. So the guy shrinks himself to the size and jumps inside the man, but not the way you think, or not the entry hole that you think he's jumped into.
The exit hole. No,
he hasn't jumped into there.
Urethra. Where a gentleman would go for a wee.
Yes, he's jumped in there, but you see it all. It's just mad.
Is he like that little fish in the Amazon? Have you ever
yes,
seen that?
Exactly like that. He jumps in, and then there's a scene inside the penis that of him tickling this guy, trying to Anyway, but then he tries to hold his sneeze in because he knows if he sneezes, he basically then grows again, and he sneezes and he explodes inside the guy. And the guy just explodes, and he's left there all covered. Like it's absolutely, it's outrageous.
What's that film? It reminds me of that film. Have you watched that film where there's like a group of people and they're in in a spaceship or whatever?
In space,
and they shrink him down and they go into the person's body.
In a space with
in space?
80s in a space, and he's in a little machine, and he goes through like the heart and stuff like that.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I can't remember why he does that.
I can't remember.
Oh, Martin, the guy. Yeah, no, I remember that. But that's like a nursery style. That's like CBBS compared to seriously. But The Boys, man, seriously, don't watch it if anyone who's a bit offended, because it is so outrageous. It's gory. It's very adultish. Like the C word gets used a lot, so I think David would quite like it. But yeah, it's brilliant. Have a watch. First season's a bit slow. Just keep with it. Second season picks up. The third season is just like, it's like someone's let the writer just completely get everything out in the open, and it's mad. It's mad.
I like it.
Yeah, man, it's good. It's what's your price time now, and I think we're looking forward to this. Actually, you've never heard this one. It's where we give each other a situation, a conundrum, a question to do something or be part of something that we probably don't want to be part of or do, and how much it would cost us to go through with it. And we're going to start with Panda.
All right. So my one's this. So we're in the future. We're in some kind of like post totalitarian world where the government decided they want to outlaw technology. The biggest thing they want to outlaw are bikes and cars, and they go around door to door, knocking around, taking people's bikes and cars and scrapping them because it's illegal. I don't want it. And I stumble to your homes and I discover that, Dave, you have your car still there, safe, and Ben, you still have the only bike ever in the country. So you guys have got the only car and only bike left. What would be your price to sell that bike or car?
I see what he's done there. He's taken both of our loves and passions,
and it's the only thing left. Like, it's the only thing you do.
But when you say sell, do I give you money and then you don't tell anyone that I've still got?
No,
it?
So I've got an open check, and I went, look, I want to buy this off you because I want it.
Oh, because there's no other one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying when you say outlaw, they're illegal, or you just say they've all rusted and no one owns these anymore? No.
So the government, when we don't like them anymore, we're going to ban them, and then we're going to go around the country, round up every car, every bike, and put them in like some kind of like I don't know, recycling plant and
it's
recycling.
Like a scrappage scheme gone on steroids.
But for somehow you two have you've got the last ones. That's it.
But how would you use it then? If we did sell them to you, how would you use them?
I don't know. In this hypothetical store, I'm quite a rich guy, and maybe I have loads of garages. Maybe I've got like a little turbo trainer going on. I don't know. I've got something going on.
I've got something going on. I've got a need.
So maybe I'll start with because face value, a bike would be like what, $2,000. So I've got Ben, I'll give you $2,000 for this bike. Dave, I'll give you, I don't know what a car would be worth. I'll say $20,000.
See, I'm thinking if it's in the future, the cost of living will probably have gone up.
No, because all the recycled cars and the recycled bikes have helped us with the energy crisis somehow.
Just energy prices. See, if it's in the future, my car's not actually far off being a classic and a desirable classic. So I think 20K wouldn't do it.
What?
20K wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it? What we're looking at then?
How
30.
far in the future are we?
Oh, not far, like 10 years. It is a big change up, new government came in and just went nuts.
Went nuts. What, more nuts than Boris?
Wow.
We're not political. Another 10 years. Double it. Double it. I'll let it go for 40.
I'll give you 30. 35.
I think you got some more in you there. You don't sound too.
No, because I'm buying. I've got double whammy here. I've got to buy a bike now. So your interest is going now. So I've got to go to Ben and say, sorry, Ben, I can't pay $2,000 for it. I've got to give you like £1,500 for it.
Well, that's funny. You said blank check 2 minutes ago.
Some things are priceless. I don't know, but then if it's the last one, maybe I'm saying. See, I think I've given you a good price at 40 because I might be selling myself short. If it's the last one, there might be someone.
I take it. I take it. 40 done. There you go. It's the last one.
Deeper pockets than you. All right. Well, I'm going full. I've sold up. Ben, I've cashed in. You've kept quiet.
Well, I had a number in my head before you agreed any number. My number was 50 grand.
50.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or for a bike?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not
this
using
is-
that for a bike.
yeah, but if it's the last one and no one else has got them, then
I'll
I
pay 40
want.
grand for a car.
I want. He should have. Dave should have held out.
Yeah, I think I sold myself short not thinking it's the last one. There's someone deeper pockets than Panda.
Yeah, I mean, I had 50 grand in my head before you guys started negotiating, so I didn't just like go right. Well, I'm gonna just stop Dave. I'm gonna plant Dave in it. So I had 50 grand in my head, and there's no negotiation back. So I agree 50 grand. Thanks, man.
I was going to say, I'll give you less or I'll call the police.
Well,
he's doing blackmail on you.
Well, you could do that, mate. They're illegal, so do it, mate.
Not 50 grand. I'll go 25.
45.
That's no, 30 at least.
42 and a half.
I'm gonna say no, thank you. I'm gonna drive away with Dave's car and.
Is this the first time that no one's actually brought the money? Okay. Well, okay. Well, then I'll keep the bike then.
You keep your bike.
Fine.
I say you keep your bike.
I'll keep the bike then. Fine. This is not the way it's supposed to work. What's your price? But okay, fine. I'll keep the bike.
You've gone too much. You've gone too much. I can't. I pay 40 grand for a car here.
But you're the richest guy alive, apparently.
Yeah, but I'm quite stingy though, aren't I? So.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, okay. We haven't agreed. You know, it's the first time in 9 episodes that we haven't agreed a price on someone. So do you know what, Pad? You are never been back on it.
It just means you two are too stubborn.
Oh, I had my price before you negotiate, so I knew the value of my bike before. So I'm not going to.
You value your bike more than Dave values his car.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that's what we just found out. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, go on, Dave. What you got? What you got for us?
Okay, so mine's painful. I've gone pain
Right.
this week. So Hannah came up with this one because we were on a walk and we saw something. So she was like, that could be a good one for Ben. So then when Panda was coming on, I was like, definitely using that one. So guys, what's your price to run around in just your boxers in stinging nettles? And we're going to start that off for like 20 minutes. You'll run around in stinging nettles for 20 minutes, and we can work on prices for that, and there can be discounts in money for if you want to lessen the time down.
See, I remember in college, I don't know why I remember. So we walked past into college. There's a little back entrance back into college, and there was a massive stinging nettle, like kind of plantation. It was just huge. Someone decided to push this poor guy into the stinging nettle bush.
Oh my god!
And he rolled around, and he came out, and I'd never seen someone like caked in like red lumps, and it was like he was raging, and it was like, oh my, okay, right. So it's bad.
I'm guessing, but he had clothes on. That's the thing.
Yeah, so he had a t-shirt and shorts on, and I was like, and that was bad. Like his face, you have to roll around it. So running, because I'm quite tall. So if I ran through it, it just hit my legs, and that's it.
Well, no, but like, trust me, the walk that I went on the other week, it was because this is like prime season now for growth of everything with the rain that we've had. All the sun, and I swear everything is growing like you wouldn't believe. And these stinging nettles were like probably shoulder height up to me. But you've got to stay within these bushes for 20 minutes. You're not just running in and getting out.
Do you reckon after a certain period of time it just doesn't hurt anymore? Like
I was thinking that. Yeah. Would you become numb to it so that you can
maybe the initial because they are painful, but then it probably just annoying.
This sounds like a Dirty Sanchez, like Jackass kind of thing.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? Is it a high price one or a lowish? We're not.
I could do it. I reckon 20 grand.
You do it for 20 grand.
I'll do it 20 grand.
But if I aim to you with a cash, like a suitcase with 5 grand in, you're not going to do it for 5?
Yeah. No.
10.
Maybe.
A suitcase full of 10 grand. No.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Cash in 10. I'll take it.
Oh god, that was a quick 10 grand.
Easy. I can do that
for 20 minutes. And then what if it was, say, 10 minutes or 5 minutes? If we're lessening the time.
Yeah, just saying that 20 minutes is quite a long time. You get quite bored after that. You just keep on running around for 20 minutes.
In it.
Panda wants to be entertained.
Yeah. Well, don't you go for a run? I go for a run for 20 minutes. I'll get bored. Like,
Can I
listen to music?
Can I
listen to music when I'm doing it? Or
yeah, I'll allow that. You can listen to music if you want, or one of your audio books.
Yeah, easy. 6 hours then. 10 grand done.
Ben, what are you thinking? Quiet on this one.
Well, I had the number in my head, and it was 20 grand actually as well. And I think if you gave me 10 grand in a suitcase and just went, right, plonk, bang, go. Yeah, I'm the same with Panda. But I was thinking, though, if we took the boxers off and we're fully naked, I'm going to have to, I'll definitely, that would be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
David Johnson going through the stinging nettles.
Or you had to teabag the stinging nettles for 20 minutes.
Oh.
You know what the stinging nettles are? They're like almost like little fine glass like blades, aren't they? And they kind of not on your delicates, surely.
So I was nice. I gave you some kind of protection there. Yeah. But Ben, again, I mean, what was it in footage?
Would you eat one? Would you actually grab them and eat them? What about if you eat them?
Oh, that's going to be on YouTube somewhere. Someone's done that, surely. Eat one.
Oh, don't know.
Your tongue would literally go for the size of your mouth, wouldn't it? It would inflame a lot, wouldn't it? That could be quite dangerous. That could be borderline dangerous. Your throat could seize up or something, couldn't it?
Imagine if you actually go down to your stomach as well. That can't be too good the whole way down. So you're both basically doing it for 10.
Yeah. I'm a Panda. I'll do it for 10.
Yeah, 10 grand go a long way.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
For 20 minutes.
I think that's about fair.
But
if you dropped it to 10 minutes, would you take half the money? Would you take 5 for 10 minutes?
I was going to go the otother way. If you double the duration, I want double the money. So yeah, okay, yeah. If you half the duration, then yeah.
Okay. So
what's that work out as? £1,000 per 2 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, £1,000 every 2 minutes. We get £1,000. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that pay rate. Beats what I'm on now. Right. My one is a bit more of a thinking one. So just to get you in your mindset, think about what kind of average day you get at work, right? And all the questions you get asked throughout the day, also at work, but also at home, and everyone you meet and all the people you connect with throughout the day. And it could even just be at the petrol station. It could be at the shop. It could be at school. It could be at work. It could be anywhere, right? For 24 hours, you have to become yes man. So you have to say yes to every yes or no question that someone presents to you. You have to say yes, and you have to commit to that yes past the 24 hours. So if someone goes to you, say, oh, okay, so for Panda being a teacher, they go, oh, sir, I haven't done my homework. Can I give it in next week? And you go, and you want to rattle him. You want to go like, no, get yourself detention. You'd be like, yes, that's fine. Dave would be like, oh, Dave, are you okay to work overtime at the weekend? But we can't pay you. Dave has to go, yeah, that's fine. So what would be your price to become yes man for 24 hours and to obviously commit to your yeses afterwards?
Infinity.
I love that. I love the film. I love that film.
Yeah. So Dave, they're not giving me a price again.
Infinity. My God, the amount of stupid. Oh my God.
Here's some examples of some questions that you'd have to say yes to.
Oh my God.
Would it be like the film? Would pop-ups come up or something and just go, you go, yeah, and then something. Or
you can add that in if you want to. I was just going.
If I got an email saying, do you want to do like a drug trial or whatever, I'd be like,
yeah. Yeah, you have to say yes to everything that's.
Because he can't. He gets the pen, doesn't he? And he can't even write. Like, yeah. Oh no, sorry, no, I'm thinking the one where he tells the truth thingy.
Lie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking lie.
So what kind of things do you think you guys would be asked throughout a day on average that you'd have to say yes to, and what kind of consequence that would happen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Panda, Panda, you'll be like, your head teacher might come up to you and go, "Oh, are you okay to lead assemblies for the next year?" And obviously, you'd be like, "No, share it around." But you've got to go, "Yes."
But would that mean that then like greater opportunities will arise?
Maybe. That's what I mean. Think about what kind of average questions you'd get asked during the day, and also these people don't know you have to say yes to them, so they're just living their lives.
And they might appreciate the gratitude, and they might actually appreciate.
Maybe.
Mark, I would be looking at this a whole different way. Imagine someone in your class going, "Sir, can I light Thingy's hair on fire?" You go, you have to go yes.
Yeah. Work away.
And then when the stupid idiot does it, and he has to put it out, and then everyone gets involved, and they go, "Well, I asked Sir, and he said I could do it." So where are you going? Yeah, I could do all the assemblies for a year. I'm going to get good things out of it. I think that one you'd be getting a sack. Why did you tell me you could do that? Oh, I don't know. Just say yes to everything.
I reckon it's got to be like I reckon 40 grand. Because if something goes wrong, I'm covered for a year.
That's not going to come into me for life to be banned from working with children.
Yeah, you never teach again.
I might find another job. Just stop working with kids. Just be like, it'd be like, just like I could be a salesman or whatever. Or
40 grand, man, you're cheap. I'm not even gonna. Do you know what? I'm not even gonna haggle you. I'm just gonna.
I wouldn't put them on the reference either. Say what happened there. I go, don't want to talk about it. Just.
I wanted to please people too easily. Yeah. Do you know? I'm not going to haggle you, Panda. I'm going to accept that 40 grand.
Oh,
yeah, because I've seen Dave's reaction here, and know he's going high. So I'm putting my effort into him.
We're talking millions over here in this camp. 40 grand. You say yes to everything.
Yeah, but then if things go wrong, at least you're covered. You've got a little bit of a safety net for a year. You can have almost like a year out where you go, okay, cool, right? I can reassess for next time.
It's like a 40 grand for a day, like risk-free. Not risk-free, like, I'm going to accept risk for 40 grand for a day.
That ain't bad.
Okay.
And what would you? Can you like? I've already accepted it, but I'm helping Dave out. Could you hide somewhere?
Hide.
Could Dave hide so you just interact with people, or does Dave have to do his normal daily kind of thing?
Well, no, it has to be like your average work day, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it has to be an average work day. So what kind of things would you have to say yes to, Dave?
Oh,
are you okay to set up the servers for our 7,000?
Can you set up this algorithm for me, please?
Yeah. Absolute stupid stuff, and I think what would get me is the one where if you said yes today and they're asking for something in the future, because there's lots of stuff where the diary will be full up, so I'd have to say yes, and that yes, but the yes throughout the 24 hours would mean a month or two's worth of work, so it would drag. The yeses would drag on and on and on and
so
on.
You're not looking at it as a day pay like Panda. You're looking at it as this is going to block up my work calendar for a while, so I'm going to want some pay for this.
Yeah, and then I think Hannah would realise after I started saying yes to a few things, she'd be like, "Hang on a second, he's saying yes to everything. he's in a good mood. I'll ask him more," and that would get more and more.
So like the Godfather, basically, like on the day of the daughter's wedding, it's like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, I don't know. That's a dangerous thing. It can just be that one dangerous question, like I said to you, Pand, about sir, can I light his hair on fire? Yeah.
When is anyone going to ask that question? Have you ever come across anyone saying, "Sir, can I
Sir, can I put hydrochloric acid into this can of Coke, please?"
Never happened.
I remember. I suppose they didn't ask, but on the way home on the 267 bus, they'd stolen when we were at school. So I was on the bus home as well, and they'd stolen from the last science lesson something like they get these little strips of metal, and we're doing different tests. Yeah, we're doing different tests about I think what colour they burn or temperatures they burn at, and they got a whole load of them, and then they're obviously on the top deck. Amazing. And they put them into the seats, and then they lit them on the bus. So that's my recollection of being in school and kids doing dumb stuff.
What kind of school do you boys go to?
Orleans, man, 267.
So that's my recollection. So maybe you work in a lot nicer school, but like
you knew it was Dave's bus coming along because the top deck would always be on fire,
blazing.
Yeah, blazing squad.
You got Freak on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you always. Yeah, no, I mean, teenage boys are stupid, aren't they? Teenage boys are stupid. Generally, the girls not so much. But surely, there's not stories at your school where they do stupid stuff. I mean, granted, probably they don't ask for permission, but surely you must get stupid questions at some time, like jokingly, not meaning it serious. And if you turn around and went yes, they might try it.
I think rarely.
Right.
I think I'm safe on that front, I reckon.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go about, let's do 500.
500k.
Yeah.
I was expecting hundreds of thousands, to be fair.
Yeah. It's a sticky one, isn't it? Saying yes to everything.
At home. Yeah, at home. Not just at work, but at home.
Yeah.
In the shops, they might go, "Sir, would you like to sign up for our latest club card voucher or something like that?"
Oh, actually, saying that the guys outside M&S saying, "Do you want to sign up for this thing?" I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so all the chuggers you come across, "Sir, do you have 3 moments?" "Yes." "Would you like to sign up?" "Yes."
Like I was talking on High Street, and I remember going to college. I was like on either side, there's people bless them. They got you got to get money from charity somewhere, but it's like.
You used to walk in the middle of the road.
There's a whole team of them. I used to go from side to side, and then they would nab me. I was like, I just don't.
Twickenham High Street's always a bad one for it. They've always got people in Twickenham High Street.
It's like if I want to give money to charity, I'll do it on my back, not getting harassed or haggled by.
You do know the easy way around that, don't you? Just get your phone out and just pretend you're speaking to someone. They'll leave you alone because they'll have to interrupt you, and you're just like,
one of the embarrassing things when your phone actually rings.
Well, that's the risk you take. You know what? Actually, that reminds me of there's this BBC Alter show here, and they have this feature of embarrassing moments that people write in, and one person wrote in and said it was at the time where mobile phones were just coming out, and this guy was being eyed up by these girls across the street. So he pretended to be on his phone to look cool, and he started pretending chatting. And then as he started walking past him, his phone actually rang, and then the girls looked at him like, "What the hell did he just do?" And obviously him being cool. So that reminded me of something anyway. Do you know what? I'm going to try haggle, Dave.
I just thought of another one that you could be saying is a door-to-door salesman.
Oh,
would you like drive retarmac?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want some new windows? Well,
yes.
I live in a brand new house and it's double glazing. Yes, we do them anyway.
Oh, Mark's taking it as in do you know what? Risk free. We'll see what happens. Dave's gone. This is going to ruin my life. What about 100k, Dave?
Oh no, it's got to be more than that.
150k.
Because like I just said, you could have matey boy doing your drive, someone doing your windows, someone cleaning the windows that aren't there, guttering, new roof. You can have all sorts of
people knocking your door in a 24-hour period.
Huh?
How many people knocking your door in a 24-hour period?
I think he's just trying to cover all bases, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because I think once word gets around, the tradespeople go, "See that guy over there with that house?"
Gullible.
Yeah. I just got a 20 grand job out of him, and he's got brand new windows. I'm putting brand new windows in next week. Go over, look at his gutter. It's spotless, but tell him it's dirty. He'll say yes.
But then once you say yes, but then the next day you go, well, actually, the day's a new day.
No, you have to. No, my terms and conditions was whatever you say yes to, you have to commit and follow through. All right. Do you know? Okay, let's say 300k, Dave. If you're saying maybe a price of a house, I'm saying 300k.
I will accept because I've been smart here. My initial price was 300, but I thought I'm going to add on a little bit. And when you beat me down to that, I'm happy. So I've played this one quite smart, I think. So 300 was my initial break point there.
And do you know what? For that, right, I'm going to find your address and I'm going to sign you up to all the tradespeople adverts out there. I'm just going to completely bombard your house with just tradespeople now. So yeah, 2 can play that game. Bobby Brown, yeah, hell yeah.
Last topic of the podcast is Would You Rather, where we suggest 2 things. Would you rather do one or the other? This week, we're going to have a little conversation about one, and then we've got the one for all of you listeners to answer. So, Panda, you have one that we're going to discuss here and now. So hit us with it.
Oh, I'm loving it. So I've been reading this book. So I'm plugged the Audible. Big up Audible. So there's a secret barrister. I know, yeah, sponsor. Hopefully give me a free monthly subscription. So I put it on my tweet thread, apparently. So let's see what I'll do there. So he was talking about, so statistically, back in 2016, if you were tried for a crime, if you went to magistrates, statistically, you are more likely to get a guilty verdict. However, if you were convicted guilty, the time is in months rather than years. But you could have the option to go, now, stuff magistrates, I'm going to take this to Crown Court, get tried by a jury rather than just a magistrate. You would be maybe statistically less likely to get a guilty verdict. However, if you are found guilty, your sentence will be in years rather than months. So what would you rather do? Would you stand in front of a magistrate and go, no, stuff you, I'm going to Crown Court? Or would you go, bring it on, let's see how we do?
What kind of charge are we discussing here, though? Well, like
you know what? I'm not
a murder.
People might fact check. Well, murder would go straight to Crown Court, wouldn't it? Because that's not like.
It still has to go through magistrates as like a legal precedent, but it'll get passed straight through.
I don't know. Don't fact check me on this. I don't know. Let's say, for example, like
I've done jury service, man. What do you think? Don't bring it.
Yeah. Like
they do have to touch into magistrates just for like the process, but yeah, you're right. Those crimes do go straight to. They don't. The magistrates won't touch them, but yeah.
But I know certain crimes you can have the choice. They say, "Do you want to be here or do you want to take it further?" And I think he was saying, and some people say, "No, stuff this. Let's go get tried by jury rather than by a magistrate."
Right. So just hypothetically, just give us a charge that we can kind of base this on, maybe that we might find ourselves in. What about like
you sprayed pollen in my house?
What?
And I was really annoyed, and I hit you. So like GBH.
You hit us.
Well, yeah, you sprayed pollen in the house.
So I'm arrested for you hitting me.
No, for me. So I'm arrested. No, yeah. So no, you spray pollen in my house. I'm annoyed. Yeah, you're gonna get arrested for it.
Did he break in to do it?
Yeah, and he vandalised my plants because using my plants as like.
And we're your neighbours?
Yes.
And was the door open?
Yes. No. It was unlocked.
Okay, well then I'll take it to Crown Court because I've got an alibi story already. I heard screaming and I came in to check upon my neighbour who I feel really dearly for, and he was there and he was just startled. He must be having a panic attack. And it really freaked me. And I had a bottle of pollen in my hand and I just freaked out as well and accidentally pressed the button of pollen. I really apologized to my neighbour, but I've run a freak at Karen. So yeah, bringing Crown Court on, mate. I'll take you there, cleaners.
You know what? I'll pay for a really decent lawyer who can manipulate, discredit you and make out your kind of testimony like invalid, and then you might get sent down.
I'll tell you what, there's your other point, because if you looked like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, everything was just out in the open about their lives. And you go to Crown Court.
Did you see the bit where she ate a coin?
Huh?
Did you see the bit where she eats a coin?
What, in court?
Yeah.
What do you mean eats a coin in court?
So like on YouTube, there's a bit where now I feel for the lady because people make her look a bit mental, but I don't know. But then there's a bit where they're on YouTube and they see her put a coin, like a quarter, and she eats it.
What, swallows?
To check it out.
No,
huh?
Swallows or chews
it?
No, Amber Heard is mental. She is mental. No, sorry. So yeah, I was saying about Amber Heard. Did you see the bit where? Did you see the bit where she was pretending to write something? So they've zoomed in, and she's like this, and she's pretending to write something. And they've zoomed in. The pen isn't touching the piece of paper, and you can see her lawyer's looking over her shoulder and thinking, "What the hell is she doing?" And she's like watching Johnny as if to making notes about what he says. And when she folds up the bit of paper and passes it to someone behind. She's insane. She's mental. I think the right decision was done on that one, but I think that's for a whole nother story. I could discuss that to the cows come home. I was addicted to that,
though.
that
Like,
trial.
they made her like completely bonkers, but
She was bonkers.
She went for a Britney moment, maybe. I don't know. Like,
I could discuss this.
Leave Britney alone.
We could do a whole podcast on this because I've been addicted to that, and I've got many.
Have you been loving it? Like Charlotte's been like all over that, and just like watching it every single day.
Yeah, me and Char could have a deeper meaningful about that one. Trust me, I know.
Have you watched from start to finish then? Have you watched the whole shebang? Have you watched it from
Stanley's finished, isn't it? He won.
No, but did you watch the whole trial? Did you watch the whole thing from start to end? Or have you been just watching snippets of it?
Oh, no, I haven't been watching every single bit, but I've got enough information. I've got enough information.
You made your judgment already.
Yeah.
So you'd be an awful magistrate. You'd be like, yeah, guilty. See you later. Done.
Well, no, because that's like a Crown Court, isn't it? What they did in America, because that's all the facts, all the everything's.
Because I didn't. I was like a magistrate because there's no jury. So a Crown Court would be through. I don't know. Again, don't fact.
No, there was a jury in the Amber Heard.
Was there a jury?
Yeah, the jury said the answer.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a judge.
No, it was a jury.
Oh, there we go.
You need to go and speak to Charlotte about what.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, fact check him.
So what are we saying then? On this neighbour dispute?
So do you run the risk? Would you run the risk of going, stuff this, I'm going to Crown Court for it, or would you go, no, you know what, I'm going to magistrates. I might get a guilty verdict. I don't know. I've got a strong case, but if I do get guilty, I only get months of a kind of punishment.
I'd like to think I'd go Crown Court, because I would probably be, if I knew I was innocent and I accepted like a plea deal in the magistrates, even though I knew I was innocent, it wouldn't sit right with me. Do you know what I mean? If I go Crown Court and I'm still found guilty, at least I know that I've seen it through.
That's it. Done. Your liberty's done. You haven't got your liberty anymore. You can lose like 3 years of your life just like.
Yeah, I know. I just think just me morally, it wouldn't sit right with me knowing that I've admitted to something that I didn't do. I think that would just be like that would probably kill me. I reckon not like kill me, but it would really like change me. I'd be like, yeah, I would see it through. At least I know that I'd be the right. I know in myself I'd be doing the right thing. So that's
even if you're sharing a cell with Big Dave, he's like,
well, it's just love blossomed, isn't it? So.
No, I'm with Ben on this one. I think if I knew I was innocent, and there's the best chance to get a smaller, like statistically getting a least guilty verdict was Crown Court, I'd go to Crown. I think if I was guilty and I was able to do it in magistrate courts, I'm only going to get months. If I do get found guilty, then I'd go magistrates.
Yeah.
Because there's no point going to Crown Court, because if I am guilty, probably the chances are I'm going to be proved being guilty there, and I'm going to get years. So yeah, I think for anyone that's struggling out there, that's got a court case coming up, if you're innocent, go Crown. If you're guilty, magistrates. I think.
What kind of advice
anyone in the law profession who could just like kind of say that's complete nonsense?
Yeah. Check.
Any lawyers listening, please let us know.
If
anyone's listening, please let us know.
Right, so should we move on then to the actual Would You Rather for our listeners that will be posted up on all of our social medias? Ben, what have you got for us?
Right, it's a bit of a Benjamin Button scenario. Would you rather have the body of a pensioner, make like and I'm not being disrespectful to the elderly, but just think about how your body would be changing. So the body of a pensioner, but the face of a 20-year-old. So think about how youthful and young you looked then, how tight your skin was, and how ripped you were. Or would you rather have the body of a 20-year-old and the face of a pensioner?
Have you seen some pensioners like there was one guy I've seen on the internet, and he's rigged. He's been working out every day.
Is that my dad?
He was like 60, 70 old, and I was like, damn, all right, okay. That's something to aspire to.
I think that's like a continuation though, isn't it? That pension's probably been someone that's worked out their whole life. And I think that's what keeps people young. Obviously, if you're doing something like that, you continue it. You can stop. And then I think like pensioners that don't do anything and they just sit and then like they stop work and stuff. I think you can make them get old very quick. Whereas if you can continue doing stuff and that, it will keep you youthful.
Would it look like? Would it just be like the appearance of an old, like elderly person's body, or would you have the dodgy joints, the dodgy
you'd have the whole package. So then once it hits your neck, you've just got like a very youthful face from when you look like when you were 20.
Stuff that I wouldn't have that. No way. I've got that already. Give me the young person's body.
Oh really?
The young person's body.
Young person's body, and you just have like loads of wrinkles, where your eyes don't work, and then got grey hair.
Well, I've got crap hearing as it is anyway. But
I think I'd go with Panda, because obviously if you've got the youthful body, then all your major organs, apart from your brain, you could live. Oh yeah, but then if your brain, obviously, like pensioners can then suffer like
all sorts.
Yeah, from brain. Oh, it's a tough one. Would you want your brain intact? Yeah, but would you want your brain intact for whatever? Because that's the thing. Sometimes your brain's intact or whatever. You think like, I feel like I'm 20, and then your body goes to something. It's like, nah, I can't cope with that.
But the question was the face of a 20-year-old.
Ah,
yeah, I'll go for that.
So what's your brain then?
I don't know what we say.
Isn't it? Well, it's not your face, though, is it?
I thought it was your head, the head type of.
Yeah, but your face. So you have. So I'm saying that Ben, you've just got the appearance of an old person. Yeah, I'll take that. Done.
Give me the body of a 20-year-old, and your brain's a 20-year-old. It's just your face is wrinkly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, same.
All right, end the podcast. Okay. All right. All right, we've had the opinion. Where can people put their opinion then, Dave?
It will be on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So yeah,
and MySpace. We found out MySpace is up and running still, haven't we?
I'll be making a MySpace account straight after this.
That's cool, man. Well, Panda, thank you very much for coming on. Hope you've enjoyed it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's quite funny how you're now sitting in the dark. I know no one can see the video.
I have not actually turned the lights on.
No, you literally have just been disappearing into blackness. Oh, bless you. It's your first time. You're a newbie. You're.
I didn't want to get up and move around because I don't know how Dave does his audio. Does he like put filters on his audio or whatever?
This is all natural from us both, mate. So.
And most likely I've noticed now because I'm sitting on my spare bed. It keeps cracking. So
what have you been doing?
Yeah, no. I know I broke it. No, we broke it. So we moved here.
Where the magic happens.
But no, I broke it. So I was getting taking the removal guy said, like, mate, do you want me to move it? And I thought, no, I'll be all right. I'll do it myself kind of thing, thinking I could do it myself. Yeah, I snapped it. And now every time I move around it makes that creaking sound. It's really irritating. That's why it's a spare bed.
So if there's any creaking within the podcast, that's the reason, and not any other reason that we could kind of think of, really. So there you go. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Pan. You're more than welcome to come on anytime. Although we've only got one more episode left, and after that, we're probably going to disband it all. So
that'll be like LBC.
No, don't tell people that. They get upset.
No, I'm joking. But
Season 2, right around the corner.
No, but thanks, Panda. Thanks, tomorrow. I hope you enjoed it. And
it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And just spread the word. Tell all your kids at school about Waffle Cafe podcast.
I'll do that.
Yeah. carry on.
We might get over 7 views, 7 listens.
Peace, people.
Laters.
Oh, bye.